All right, this is 6th grade Excel, lesson 30, calculating the area and perimeter of a rectangle, solving word problems involving area and perimeter. Well, by the time you get to 6th grade Excel, area and perimeter should be pretty easy for you. We do have a Rockin' the Standard song for this, so you can help keep these two ideas separate in your head. I encourage you to listen to that song, get it memorized, and then you should not have any problem with area or perimeter. But let's go through this lesson right now. Compute the perimeter of each of these figures. Perimeter means the rim. The rim of something is the outside edge. So we want to know what the perimeter of this shape is. This side's 8, so that means that side's 8. This side's 5, so that side is 5. Add all those numbers together and you get 26 feet. Notice that the label here is feet because really it's kind of like we're cutting this line right here and we're stretching out this line into one big long line and measuring how long it is, and we find out that it's 26 feet from one end to the other. We're not doing any sort of square feet right here or cubic feet or anything like that. Okay, let's get that off of there. Number 2, 8 yards, 3 yards. Go ahead and see if you can solve for what the perimeter of that shape is. Turn the video back on when you're ready to see the solution. Okay, don't forget to add in this side and this side, so you should have added 8, 3, 8, and 3. All those together make 22 yards. Do number 3, turn the video back on when you're ready for the solution to that. Okay, if this is 7 by 7, it's a perfect square, so we can do 7 plus 7 plus 7 plus 7, which is equal to 28. Shortcut for that would be to do, 7 times 4, there we go, 7 times 4, which is also 28. Notice that I don't multiply to find the perimeter, but in this case, because all the numbers are the same, the multiplication is just a shortcut for my addition. A formula is a way of writing a mathematical rule. Can you write the formula for computing the perimeter of a rectangle? Well, the formula for perimeter of a rectangle, I'm going to help you out with this. Everybody write a capital P, that stands for perimeter, is equal to all 4 sides put together, right? We're going to say the width plus the length plus the width plus the length. This is a formula for how we find perimeter. Width plus length plus width plus length. Can you write a formula for computing the perimeter of a square for like this? There's a shortcut for that, and I showed it to you right here, but can you make a formula for that that just shows how to do it? Do I multiply the width times the length? 7 times 7 was the answer. Oh, I forgot to write the answer over here. 28 kilometers. Is the answer 49 kilometers? No, it's not. So it's not width times length. See if you, on your own, can write the formula for perimeter of a square. Just make a stab at it, make a guess. Turn the video back on when you're ready to see the solution. Okay, I'm going to write P, and then I'm going to put a square right here for perimeter of a square. You probably didn't do that, but you got to be efficient. You got to be specific as to what you're giving the perimeter of in this case. So the perimeter of a square is actually 4 times the length or the width. 4 times whatever the side is. So if one side was 4, you do 4 times 4. If it was 8, you have a square and it says each side is 8, you do 8 times 4, which makes 32. So you're really multiplying 4 times the length or 4 times the width. Surface area is measured in square units. Surface area describes the size of a rug, a wall that needs to be painted, or the size of a field that a farmer will plant. 1 square inch is a square that measures 1 inch on each side. How would you describe a square yard or a square meter? So surface area is like on a rectangle, it's all of this, where you put the rug, how much we need to plant in the field, and if you measure something small, you might see how many square inches make up this shape. Square inches, right? Well, each square inch measures 1 inch by 1 inch. How would you describe a square yard or a square meter? Well, what you would say is it's 1 meter on each side for a square meter, or for a square yard, it's 1 yard on each side. That's what a square yard is. Use your centimeter ruler to measure the rectangle on your lesson sheets. Draw the centimeter lines to describe the area in terms of square centimeters. We're going to do this together. You're going to measure from here to here with your ruler. And when you measure that, go ahead and do that now. Pause the video and measure it. Okay, you should have found out that that's equal to 2 centimeters, right? So I want you to take your ruler and draw a straight line that goes right across there where the 1 centimeter, this is 1 centimeter up here and 1 centimeter down here. Now we're going to do the same thing for the top. When you measured this, you probably found out that it was equal to 3 centimeters, right? So now we're at each centimeter, we're going to draw a line straight down like that. Okay, what is the area in square? This is a square centimeter right here. Measures 1 centimeter by 1 centimeter. How many total square centimeters make up the surface area of this shape? The answer is 6 square, I'm going to put SQ for square, centimeters. 6 square centimeters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 square centimeters. Fill your paper in like that if you haven't already done so. Looking at the rectangle, the lines form 2 rows of square centimeters with 3 squares per row. The thing that we just drew, add 6. 3 in each row, 2 rows. Can you compute the area of a rectangle if you know its length and width? If you know that this side is 3 and this side is 2, and we found out that the area was 6 square centimeters, how can you use this number and this number to make that number? The way that you would do that is you would multiply the length, times the width, right? Now how do we write a formula for that? Everybody write area is equal to length times width. Area is length times width. All right, we want to find the area for these figures using multiplication or by drawing lines. Probably easier if you just multiply the length times the width together. Let's do the first one together. We have a length of 5 and a width of 5. So 5 times 5, we write 25 square kilometers. Make sure you put square because what we're really finding is, I can't really draw it too well on here, but all these little squares and how many squares make up that shape. Pause the video, do 5, 6, and 7. Turn it back on when you're ready for the solution. Okay, 8 times 2, 16 square yards. You should have already done number 6 as well. 4 times 3, show your work, 12 square feet. 6 times 2, show your work, 12, oops, let me undo that, 12 square feet. And it says compute the perimeter for numbers 4 through 7. So all these up here, we want to find the perimeter for each one as well. We'll do number 4 first together. You're going to put 5 times 4, because there's 4 sides that are all 5, or we could put 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5, and that's equal to 20 kilometers, not 20 square kilometers, because it's a line that goes around the edge that we're measuring. Okay, you go ahead and do 5, 6, and 7. Pause the video, turn it back on when you are ready for the solution. Number 5, we should have written 8 plus 2 plus 8 plus 2. That's equal to 20 yards. Make sure you put a label on there. Number 6, 4 plus 3 plus 4 plus 3. That's equal to 14 feet. And the perimeter for number 7 is 6 plus 2 plus 6 plus 2, which is equal to 16 feet. It says, what did you learn from this? 25, 20, 16, 20, 12, 14, 12, 16. Well, what we can see is the area is not related to the perimeter, right? Oops. The 16 and the 20, they don't really have anything to do with each other. The 12 and the 16. It's not necessarily going to come out the same or anything like that. So, here are some word problems having to do with area. The first one we'll do together, kind of simple. What is the area of a rectangle that measures 4 inches by 7 inches? They drew the rectangle. They labeled it 7 inches and 4 inches. They multiplied 4 times 7 because that's how you find area. and 4 times 7 is 28 square inches. Pause the video, try number 9, turn it back on when you're ready for the solution. Okay, perimeter of a parallelogram where two adjoining, that means touching, sides are 7 inches and 8 inches. So 8 and 7, those two sides are touching. We want the perimeter. So we're going to add 8 plus 7 plus 8 plus 7. That's equal to 30 inches. 30 inches. Pause the video, try number 10. Turn it back on when you're ready to see the solution. The perimeter of an equilateral triangle that measures 8 feet on one side. Remember, an equilateral triangle has all the sides that are equal. That means the other sides are 8 as well. So we can do 8 plus 8 plus 8 to find perimeter, because perimeter is adding all the sides together, or we can do 8 times 3. Either way, we're going to get 24, and my label on this is feet. 24 feet, not square feet. That's only for surface area. All right, that's it. Thanks for watching.